Welcome to PE 582 video post, Strength in Your Teaching and Coaching. I'm going to focus on coaching. The 5 principles of strength-based education is one of the things I'm going to discuss and talk about. Number 1, measurements of a student characteristics, including strength assessment. One of the things that I do in preseason is, in order for you to play or even make my team, you have to complete and make a mile run. I have my guards run the mile in a 5:25, and I have my bigs run the mile in a 5:40. And one of the things that I do is, before we even get to that point of running a mile at the end of our conditioning, we take small steps in between to prepare them to be able to accomplish that. We run bleachers, we do plyometrics, we run just an easy 4 laps around the track, and then we work on sprints and building in endurance up so they can be able to reach that goal of finishing that mile. And what I try to look for is how hard they're competing, how hard they're preparing for it, and also the perseverance that they know they have to make that mile in order to practice on the first official day and also to be on the team. They have to make the mile. Even if they don't make the mile before the season start, I have them run the mile during the year. Number 2, education, personalize the learning experience by practicing individualization. When I evaluate each of my players, I do an individual evaluation of my players during the summer and also during preseason. And what I try to do is evaluate them to see what they're good at, what they can be better, and what they can gain to improve. And that's one of the things I do as I evaluate them. I look at, if I got a player that shoots the ball very well but can't put it on the floor, I really make sure I emphasize on, hey, you have to get better to be able to put the ball on the floor. And then if I got a player that is a great offensive player but not that great of a defensive player, I make sure that I evaluate them to make sure they understand, in order to be an outstanding player, you have to be a well-rounded player to be able to accomplish those things and help the team win. Number 3, networking with personal support and strength. One of the things that I do throughout this year and throughout preseason is that I always try to build relationships when it comes to my student athletes. Like, for example, if I have 2 kids that don't shoot the ball very well, I try to pair them up along with my encouragement and them to work with each other, to be accountable for each other, to help them out, to be able to be successful as far as shooting a basketball. And I also pair them out, like if I got a guy that I need to get a little bit stronger, I will pair them up to make sure they work out together. And just having that personal network away from basketball, and not only during basketball, just being able to get together on an individual basis away from basketball and continue to work on the things that they can improve on in the areas of strength, and improving and building that relationship. Number 4, deliberate applications of strength is being able to reach the goal and challenging them to bring out the best that they can do as far as when it comes to strength or academics in the classroom or getting better as a basketball player. One of the unique things that we started this year at Long Beach City College is that we started all athletes. Coaches, we don't have a lot of time to do a lot of individual things when it comes as far as working out and lifting weights. So we was fortunate enough to have a person in charge of all weight training duties as far as dealing with all our athletes at Long Beach City College. And what we do is we evaluate our students. We sit down with the strength and conditioning coach, and we have a plan that what we need and what we wanted to reach when it comes out trying to bring the best out of our student athletes. So that's one of the things that we have at Long Beach City College has been working well for us right now. And I think by us having that outside source of being able to not only work with me, but just work outside and develop more is an excellent thing. Just like the classroom, you go to the classroom, and if you have a little problem that you need to take care of as far as your homework, you have tutoring, we have a learning center, and just having that set standard outside activity to help them out. Number 5 is the development of strength. I think that it's a tool of everything that I discuss through 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's just bringing that all together, teaching them how to prepare to make the mile, and also working individually to see how much improvement that they can achieve, and also building that outside relationship that each of being accountable for each other, and also reaching a goal. And I think that's one of the things that I will use these 5 principles when it's relating to coaching.